Two questions for you, Maddie. First of all, you had a lot of defensive responsibility today. We're used to just kind of seeing you run all over the attack. How did you sort of handle playing a lot further back than usual, and did it feel like a big adjustment? Was a difficult adjustment to make?
I mean, it's definitely an adjustment, but I think Lou and the people behind me did a great job of communicating with me and helping me out, and that was our game plan. And so whatever I can do to help the team win, if that's what we needed at that time, I was willing to do my best. And things weren't perfect, but I think we did overall a really good job of communicating and working through it on the field.
And then after the whistle, you looked kind of upset. You were sitting with your head in your hands. Just what were you feeling at that moment, and did you have any teammates that gave you any particular advice or words of encouragement for maybe mentally dealing with losses like this, because being a pro is relatively new to you?
Yeah, I think it was just a little more difficult because I thought we outplayed them, and so I think we didn't deserve the loss, and so that hurts extra worse. And then also that opportunity I had, I wanted that one back a little bit, and Jordan and others came up to me and said that it's going to come, and I just need to keep shooting, but obviously I wanted that chance back, but take it into the next game and have it as a chip on my shoulder.
Okay, we'll take one from Nico up here in the front.
To kind of follow up on that, there was a big push of opportunities, lots of pressure on the Orlando defense, but the team just couldn't find that finishing touch. Would you say that it's more on the attacking effort that the team just couldn't find that final touch, or would you describe Orlando's defense being too organized as the defending champions?
Yeah, I think Orlando has a great defense, but I think we can be more clinical in front of goal. Sure. I think that's something we can work on in these upcoming weeks. We've definitely, look at the shots. We had opportunities and just putting those away. But obviously Orlando's a great side, but I think we can continue to work on that.
And right here.
How do you think the game changes when players like Adames and Biondolo are on the pitch?
Yeah, I think anytime you can get, fresh legs in, it's a good opportunity for us to kind of get momentum, and I think they did just that, and I think they always do that. So yeah, I think it's a really good addition to the game.
Okay, and then we'll go up here in the front to Charles.
Sam, for you, just what was today's match like? I know, anytime just Fishlock or G are out, it's going to be big for this club, but you seem pretty active all over the field. Just what did you think about your game and the way the midfield performed today?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it is a big loss not having players like Justin G, but I think, ultimately you have to be ready always. So I think that was just kind of my role today, is just knowing that I have to take that responsibility and just kind of try and be, good energy and good vibes out on the field. And it was an amazing experience for me.
To follow up on that, I wanted to ask you about Ainsley's performance. Obviously, 17-year-old starting against one of the best teams in the league. How do you think she did today, and did you have any particular advice for her?
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the game, I was just like, hey, come on, let's work together. You got this. You've been doing well. And I think as a whole, the whole team has done really well these past 2 weeks with the international break. And, sometimes it's kind of hard not having all of your players in. But I think the team did a great job, and I think Ainsley was very clinical today, very sharp. And, I'm really excited for her and her future.
Well, obviously, Pride are the reigning double winners. They have great players all over the field. But you guys shared a pitch today with arguably, maybe not arguably, the greatest player who ever lived in Marta, Barbara Banda, one of at least the 3 best number 9s in the world. Mm-hmm. What do you take away from a performance like this, even in a loss?
I think the thing that I respected so much about Banda is she needed one opportunity and she was scoring. So I think as a forward, that was something I admire and want to add to my game. And then, I was in the tunnel with Marta, and I was obviously a little starstruck. I've grown up watching her and idolizing her, and so to see her 10 feet away from me was pretty surreal, and then to get to play with her on the field, it's just really cool, and you can always take away from those great of players in their game.
For sure, yeah. Just kind of backing up what Matt said. For me, too, especially as, a Latin woman, it's awesome to be kind of close to somebody that's just so elite in every aspect. And, she's fiery. I had to make sure to keep an eye on her, so she was awesome to play against, for sure.
Any other questions? Right here, Bella in the front.
Maddie, I wanted to ask you about, so I was talking to Scott Parkinson a while ago, and he mentioned that Lynn Biondolo was one of your sort of players you try to model your game around. So I'm just wondering what it's like for you to play with her, because obviously this was her first appearance, and what you feel like having both of you on the field together provides this team?
Yeah, I think it's great that we can finally be on the field together because we can start to form a connection. And she is someone I idolized growing up. She has so much about her game that is so admirable, and I just really am like excited to play with her. When she was on the field, I genuinely was just clapping and ready for her to get going. And the best is yet to come for her, and we're so excited to have her on the field. And she just adds an element of the backs are scared of her, and so it really pushes the line back and just creates space for us. And I think she's going to be a great addition, and we can't wait to just get moving forward with her.
Great. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Maddie. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.